Alright, so what is poppin' gamers? Today we're going to be talking about some stories from my new job, because if you guys didn't know, I recently got a new job at a gas station, and I've been working mostly day shifts, but a couple days of the week I do work night shifts, and it's been throwing my schedule all over the place, so I haven't been making as many videos. But I'm going to be back on that grind. We're going to be trying to make 5 videos a week. That's my goal. As long as I can get about 5 videos up a week, I'm happy. But for this first video, we're just going to be talking about some stories at my new job. Some of them are kind of funny, so let's jump right into it. The first story is about my first day on the job. I was working during the day because it was my first day, of course, and it was training. So I was working, and the first thing that happens, it was kind of funny. A little kid dropped his drink, and it made a massive mess. So I cleaned that up, just to be nice. I didn't have to clean it up, but I was nice and, offered to clean it up. And, that was the first thing. Nobody else has dropped their drink since. It's like, I think it's funny how, the first couple seconds of my new job, somebody spilt a drink, because it hasn't happened again since then. Nobody spilt any drinks. It's all gone pretty smoothly, but that one time, right starting out, somebody drops a drink. I thought that was kind of funny. Another smaller story, this was from last week, but there was this lady who was buying a small bag of ice, which the small bag of ice usually cost about, I think, $1.80, or maybe it's $2.50, I don't remember. I don't remember the exact price, but she got really angry over 5 cents, despite the prices being raised on the bag of ice. She got really angry over the 5 cents that it got raised up to, and she was throwing a hissy fit, saying that we didn't know how to do, basic addition or whatever. I almost said multiplication, but she said we didn't know how to do basic addition. We even showed her it on the calculator. We printed out her receipt. She wasn't having it. She's like, these people don't know how to do basic addition, and we proved it to her 100 times that no, the bag of ice just went up in price, and she's throwing a hissy fit over 5 cents for nothing. But I don't know. She kept throwing a hissy fit over 5 cents. If I was her, I would have just left. It's 5 cents. Whoop-de-doo. If it was my store and I was able to actually give them 5 cents, I'd just give them the 5 cents, because if they're going to complain that much and waste our time, might as well just give them the 5 cents so they leave and go away. But I think it's kind of funny how people throw a fit over literally 5 cents. I mean, who cares? But yeah, she was screaming at us, and it was kind of a joke, to say the least. Another semi-small story was during the night shift. It was kind of weird, but it was whatever, I guess. There was this homeless guy. At least I think he's homeless. I'm not sure, but he came in and he was messing with the ATM machine, and it wouldn't give him any money. So he thought it was broken. But another person who was in the store, who was also using the ATM, he said that it wasn't broke. It was just the guy. I don't know anything about ATMs. I don't really use them that often, to say the truth. But apparently it wasn't broken. He just doesn't know what he's doing, or maybe he didn't have any money in it. I'm not sure. But he tried to buy cigarettes. He didn't have any money on his card, so I just said, sorry, but we can't, I don't know, do this because you don't have any money. And he's like, okay, that's fine. And he left, and he came back about 30 minutes later. And he told me, what was it? He told me he was looking for the hospital, so I gave him directions. I don't know why he was looking for the hospital, because he never really told me. But I asked him, why I didn't. It was kind of rude. Well, maybe it was rude of me. I'm not sure. I asked him, well, maybe it makes more sense in the context. You have to be there. Just assume that I'm not being rude, because I really wasn't being that rude. I was just asking, kind of a basic question. Why do you keep coming in here? I didn't say those exact words. I don't remember the words I actually used. So just assume that I was saying it in a nicer tone with a better sentence. I actually don't remember what words I used, but I said, kind of why you keep coming in here, and why you didn't have any money earlier, and why you still don't have any money. And he was like, what did he say? He told me a story, and he said that he lived in Missouri, and he moved to Kansas for a girl, and then the girl screwed him over and ditched him on the side of the road. And now he said he was just traveling kind of along the road trying to get back to Missouri. I don't know. Something along those lines. Pretty pathetic sad story. I think honestly, the girl who did that, honestly, she's probably the biggest jerk I've ever heard of. But he said he was homeless and he was trying to get a job, get a house or something. I'm not sure if he was going to do it in Kansas or Missouri. Probably Missouri. I'd go back to Missouri if I was him. But he said he was trying to get a job in a house. So, I gave him some pointers. I told him, just kind of go into the different stores we have in the area. We have like Home Depot, Walmart, etc. Just go into the stores, ask for resumes, and then, fill everything out. I'm not sure if he even has everything he needs to fill out, but I just gave him some pointers, tried to help him out. And, that was kind of that. Gave him directions. So it's more of a sad story, but, he was a homeless guy, I think. And, yeah, just kind of sad story in general. Maybe I'm being too rude about this, but it wasn't. I actually do feel sad for the person. And it was just yesterday, and it was really weird, but there was this guy who came in, and I don't know what he was, doing. He was just acting really weird. He was walking, pacing back and forth, and I don't know, he was talking really frantically. It was kind of weird. He was trying to replace an item, and he didn't have a receipt. So I kind of just told him we can't do that. But he was saying he called the quick shop and a lady said he could. I didn't give him the item because I actually did call and they said they didn't know anything he was talking about. So I don't know. But this guy came in, he was trying to get a replacement torch-like thing. I don't really know how to describe it. It's one of these special items that we sell. It's just kind of a all-in-one item. It has a lighter on it. It has a bottle opener and a bunch of other stupid stuff, a flashlight, all this type of stupid stuff, but it's kind of an all-in-one type thing, and he said it was broken and he was trying to get a replacement for free. I called and they said that we couldn't do that, but yeah, it was just kind of weird. He was walking back and forth, he was talking very frantically. He was trying to get behind the counter as well, which I thought was a little weird, so I was getting a little angry, but he didn't fully walk behind the counter, so I didn't tell him to get back, but I don't know, I think he might have been on something because it was kind of weird. The whole situation, it was just kind of awkward. But that was another small story from yesterday. And then another smaller story was there were these people who were trying to bring their dog into the gas station for some reason. I don't know why. But they thought it was a good idea to bring their dog into the gas station even though you're not supposed to. I was working with another person during the night shift at that time. And he thought it was probably just a service dog, even though it wasn't. But yeah, we just let the guy bring his dog in, I guess, and he kind of just left. But after he left, the person who was working with me told me that these people always cause trouble and they always come in. I don't know if the story is true or not. I'm just going off what my coworker told me. He said that the people who we just rang up, they always come in and they were always causing problems. They even dug through the trash cans, so they were dumpster divers, and they said that the people who came in had a brother who came into the gas station and went to the bathroom and flushed like $100 of meth down the toilet. Like, what the fuck are you even doing with your life? But I don't know. That's just kind of an awkward. I don't know if that story is true, but I think my coworker said it. The people brought a dog in, which is not a massive thing, but not that big of a deal either. But I don't know. I think I'd probably believe the coworker because he's worked there a long time and he's pretty trustful. But I don't know. Weird story if it is true. I don't know if I truly believe it or not. But that's kind of like, what are you doing with your life? I don't know. But yeah, so far those are some of the main things that have happened lately at the gas stations I work at. I work at a lot of them because I get different hours at certain ones, so I can reach my full 40 hours a week by working at different locations. They're all in the same city. It's not that big of a deal, but I work at different locations, so it's just, kind of different people I meet, and it kind of makes it interesting. I also saw my teacher once, or at least my former teacher, my former English senior year teacher went to the gas station I was working at one night on the same shift with the people who, well, I didn't say this yet, did I? There's this old couple who came in and the machine was going slow and they screamed at me. That was kind of small story, not that big of a deal though. But my teacher came in the same night as that, and I don't know, I thought it was kind of weird how my teacher came into the gas station I was working at. But other than that, that is about all that's really been going on lately at the gas stations I work at. A few small stories here and there, but if anything cool really happens, or I don't know, weird, it's not going to be cool. It's probably going to be bad for me, but if anything, comes up, I'll probably do a second part of this video and just tell some more funny stories, creepy stories. Any type of people that come in, I can't really, predict who will come in that night, but if there's any good stories, I'll definitely be sure to tell you guys, and hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you all for the next one. Peace.